The tipping culture these days is wild. Nobody can figure this out. If you go to a restaurant, the person serving you does great service. Tip.
Yep.
Valet. Tip.
Yep.
I got the pedicure. Tip. I got a haircut.
Yeah.
Tip. I was at the airport. I got a drink, swiped it, 10, 15, or 20 are the three options. And you have to go to other and then go to 0. And I did it. And everybody goes, just tip them. I go, well, just put it in there. I have to make a moral, ethical conclusion about this person, and I don't have one. Let's go, everybody. What's up, dude? We're back. Dude, we're coming in hot. How do you feel?
Hot.
I
feel like we're coming in hot. That's how I feel.
How many, normally when we come in here, we have, how many topics would you say? 5?
Yeah, 5, 6 maybe.
I have 30.
Yeah.
30. I mean, yeah, but
I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
It's been, I mean, yeah, we recorded those 2 episodes before Christmas.
Yep.
And then I've been gone. You've been gone. It is very therapeutic in a way, and I bet other people feel similar, is that something happens and I just write down, I have a podcast section in my notes of my phone. I go, I'm going to talk about this in the pod.
Yeah.
And
that list was growing over the holidays.
Accumulating. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. This is our first episode on the new YouTube channel.
New channel, baby. Welcome in.
Let's go. 2023, the year of the Lord. The Lord rose from the dead 2023 years ago.
Coming in hot.
And we're out here. And we're going on tour, by the way. January, Huntsville, Alabama, close to sold out. February, Bowling Green, Cincinnati, Saginaw, Indianapolis, Shipshewana, Grand Rapids. Most of those sold out. Tickets available for a few of them. March, Albuquerque, El Paso, Midland, Texas, Shreveport, Fort Worth, Fayetteville, Arkansas, Cleveland, Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee, St. Louis, Missouri, Fayetteville, North Carolina, April, Charlotte, Clear Lake, Iowa, Omaha, Kansas City, Athens, Georgia. Let's go. Athens, I think that show's almost sold out. Savannah, Augusta, and Asheville, North Carolina. And then May and June, there is 1,000 shows on the West Coast in Salt Lake City and everywhere.
Shows.
Now we out
the year of 1,000
dude.
Shows.
Sometimes I write down, you know what? Sometimes I write down a note and I go, should I talk about this on the pod or should I talk about this on the show? It's like, is this a bit for the live show or is this like a pod?
Have you had anything that has started here and then made it to stage?
Absolutely. Yeah, a couple things. Well, so we were talking about the everything that happened with Southwest. And we can just get into this up top.
Yeah,
anybody that was affected by travel over the holidays, Andrew came in already and he was like, dude, it was a nightmare. And this is my only premise because the whole thing was a disaster, right?
Yeah.
Everything was undone. Everything was, the life kind of, what was most important for everybody kind of came undone. And we were talking about in the airport, dude, there were so many videos going around about like, people were like sharing food with each other. People were like singing Christmas carols. People were like helping other people. There was like flight attendants that were like stuck in the airport for 3 days. Like when something horrific happens, humanity kind of like people were helping each other try to find their bags. And when one guy, you saw this one video, one guy had his bag and then everybody celebrated. It was like, everybody's going like the best of humanity kind of comes out.
Yeah.
And it's the same way I go, and I told my girlfriend, I go, it's the same kind of feeling, like, not to be disrespectful, but just remember like the year or a couple years after 9/11?
Yes.
I don't know how to verbalize this, but everyone was so friendly and kind, and that we all kind of like put our differences aside and we were all like united, and it was like, God bless, but never forever. There was when tragedy happens, and then it comes undone. And I go, yeah, we got too many people being like, my cat's a vegan, and like, and I go, yeah, maybe we don't need another, like maybe another, like we don't need another 9/11.
Careful.
I know, no, not another opt out, but like something where like everybody like, man, when people like, it's same with
COVID was supposed to be that. I feel like COVID was supposed to be, because do you remember back in like 2001, 2002 after 9/11? You remember how hard the national anthem hit?
Oh, dude.
It was like, if it wasn't on the top of the charts, it was in the top of the charts in our hearts.
Yeah,
it was like oh my
Everybody
goodness,
was standing up.
That anthem hit so hard.
Like when those floods happened in Tennessee, remember that Morgan Wallen had a show and to raise money. Everybody was bringing food. Everybody was kind of coming together. Everybody.
Yep.
And that's like, you see that a bunch.
Yeah. I thought COVID was gonna have that effect, and I think it did for maybe like 2 weeks.
Yeah, maybe for a couple weeks, and everybody's like, Then there's a lot of after the delay, and then you see the same with the Bills game last night.
Yeah,
which was just all. I think all I wanted to do was like just talk to my buddies, my closest friends, and be like, dude. And share some kind of like
my group chat popped off.
Yeah,
we all
in a way that, hey, like we all like life is short. Like love each other. Like, dude, if you have like why this has got a little too introspective, but like, dude, if you got unforgiveness in your heart, like let that go, like when you're staring at life like that, then now, and it's almost not even been 24 hours, and the bad parts are now coming out about it. You know, like the conspiracy theories and all that. I go, God, you got to just put that aside for a little bit.
Yeah. It's hard too, because I'm thinking like back to the Southwest thing. There's a level of like inconvenience that before it gets to a threshold where it's now like a real chaotic instance, I'll just be annoyed.
Just annoyed.
Like if I'm in one of those airports over the holidays, I'm going to be just annoyed. I don't want to sing carols with people.
Yeah, but if the world comes to an end.
But if it got dangerous all of a sudden, now, okay, it's all of us in the
same with football. It's like you have an injury, a guy gets a broken leg, and you're like, all right.
Yeah, cart him off. Let's take care of it.
But then when you're looking at life, like when you have a delay, everybody's in the worst mood.
Yep.
But if everybody in there, it's snowing, everybody in there is canceled. They're like, how many bagels do we have left at the thing? Like, let's...
Yeah.
Like if we're looking at death, you're not looking at death, but like if you're looking at like
survival,
then it
I think
switches.
What's his name?
That's a great way to put it.
Booger on ESPN was talking during the delay last night, and he was saying like, you know, we as football players deal with injuries, and like we know what that is. We sign up for that, but when they're talking about like he's not breathing. Yeah. Now it's life and death.
Then we
like
switch,
that's the flip of the switch.
Switch over to like, hey, we don't care about this game anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fair. And
you saw that in the fans too. Like everybody there last night was applauding. Like when the teams were going in the locker room, like and everybody was together.
I go, hey, we don't like it's maybe a similar feeling when you go to you know, we used to growing up enjoy like the zoo, and then you see like, oh, this lion is like, or this killer whale is like depressed or what. I don't know. I'm not a biologist. Zoologist. Yeah, I'm not any of that. But you go, oh, I didn't need this. I enjoy this, but I don't. If this killer whale is going to lose his life and he was better out, then I'm good. Like I enjoy watching football, and I enjoy the expression of skill, but if it's going to be between somebody's like life, you go, hey,
there's no teams here now.
No, I can tell you, I'm good.
Yeah,
we don't need. We don't need. Yeah. And that's a like. I go back and forth because we do these for as long as mankind has been alive. Is this idea of kind of like of glorifying like cheating death, right? Like. You go like though you watch those athletes play, or like you get on a roller coaster and you're like, it's kind of thrilling because you could die,
right?
But but it's safe,
right?
So but then
it's the illusion of danger.
It's the illusion of whatever that is. There's a term for that. I think that might be illusion of danger. Might be the term.
It should be. I think that's a good one. Yeah.
Or you go. Oh, this is like. Why, or like Evel Knievel's going to ramp and jump over the Grand Canyon. The illusion, or Siegfried.
Ken Block just passed last night.
Doing,
rally car champion.
Yeah. So, oh, great. I love the same thing. I love NASCAR.
Yeah.
I love going to those races. And when there's no caution for 30 minutes and all those drivers are spread out, boring.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. It's boring.
Yeah.
You go to Daytona. And we watched the Dale Earnhardt, the last laps of Dale Earnhardt, right? Because my girlfriend is younger than me.
Yeah.
And I go, Dale Earnhardt was a race car driver. I'm just kidding. I don't explain all that. But, yeah. But I go, the similar feelings. We were watching the Bills game. I have a similar feeling of when we watched that race.
Yeah.
And Dale, he would, everybody knew him. He would give his life. He would lose his life to win.
Yeah.
And that's what made him great.
Mm-hmm.
That he would be willing to die.
Mm-hmm. That's
what made him great. And you're going three right around a corner at 200 miles an hour, 218 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And then when they wreck, the cars flip over 5 times, it's pouring out gas and it's flaming, and you're like, this is incredible. And the guy gets out and you go, whew.
Yep.
And then what we saw last night is the guy didn't get out.
Right.
And then you go, oh.
Yeah.
Like the illusion, like a roller coaster. It's like, this is fun because we're strapped in, but we're 300 feet in the air and we're going 60 miles an hour. But every now and then, the thing pops off and somebody dies.
Yeah.
On a roller coaster, right?
Yep.
And you go, oh, we got to get rid of this one now because the perceived, you're like, this is safe, right?
Right.
But like Siegfried and Roy, they were like, we're going to put our head in a tiger's mouth, like in the circus.
Yep.
Or what do they do?
They do like Vegas shows. They have residencies.
They don't do it anymore.
Right.
But they did. What the illusion was, holy crap, look at these tigers.
Mm-hmm.
These things, you know what a tiger is and what it does.
Yeah. What
and
it can do.
And they have this monster trained where they're going to put their head, and we pay to go see it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you can't, and we're also on the other side when you go, we can't hit a quarterback anymore. Oh, everything's targeting.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, that's on Barstool every Sunday.
Right.
Every Sunday is, we thought we can't hit a quarterback. This game's not what it used to.
It's soft. Football
it's game soft. Remember like when you see it, like the guys, when you like in our parents' day had like a leather helmet.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, well, I feel like guys are getting their bells rung, so we should get a helmet. And then they had like one strap.
The one bar.
And they were like, all right, can't do that anymore.
Yep.
And then they were like, guys are getting the, all right, well, we can't do that anymore. And you constantly try to make it safer because you want the illusion of danger.
Yeah, they don't want to tell the guys, stop getting so big and fast and strong.
No.
They don't want to do that.
No.
Because people don't want that.
But you want the illusion of danger, but you also, but you don't want the guy to not get up.
Right.
And you want if it's too soft, no one's going to go.
Right.
No one's going to care. No one's going to watch. And if it's what happened last night.
Yeah.
And so you want whatever a roller coaster is the perfect example.
Yeah.
Because you want
the perfect amount of fear and danger.
Yes.
Just enough.
Just enough
to get me to be like, oh.
It's like a haunted house.
Yes.
Where you're like, oh, he jumped out, but they can't touch you.
Right.
And there's exits everywhere and there's paramedics. I mean, that would never happen. But it's the illusion of danger.
Why is that though?
Gosh,
why do we like that?
Yeah,
I've never understood that. Even like, I don't even like scary movies.
Yeah.
But I have that like internal desire to be like, yeah, but I kind of want to see what's up, even though I hate being scared. But I kind of want to know what it is, to the point where like I've read the synopsis of horror movies just so I know what the movie's about.
Yeah, I don't want to experience it.
Right.
But well, a horror movie is the perfect. You're like I kind of, I'm sitting on my couch.
Right.
But
that's more just emotional. Like you're just
kind of in this. I'm kind of in this fear. It's not real fear.
Right.
But it's enough stimulation.
Yeah.
I did. Perfect example. I went to the WWE last night.
There you go.
I went to Monday Night Raw.
Oh yeah, dude. How raw was it?
It was raw,
wow.
dude. Okay. What? All right.
Great segue.
Well, have we talked about this in here before?
Wrestling?
Yeah. Okay. So my buddy Luke Laird, I'll drop his name because he'd be proud of this.
Heck yeah.
Luke Laird, he's a songwriter here in town. We should get him on the pod sometime.
Yeah.
One of the most smart guy. He goes, what is everybody's criticism about wrestling?
It's scripted.
It's fake.
Yeah.
Scripted. Not real. It's a show.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, we know. Like, yeah, we know. Maybe the dumb guy is the guy that thinks that they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, like NASCAR's just go fast and turn left. Yeah, we know. Mm-hmm. We know. And we're like, everybody in there last night, time of their life.
Yeah.
Having the time.
It's a show.
I got up.
It's fun.
I was cheering. They go, 1, 2. Oh, he almost pinned him. But and there's like, I was sitting next to guys that love wrestling.
Yeah.
And I was asking questions like, who is this guy? Who's this guy? Everybody seems to love this guy. They don't like this, like the protagonist, antagonist. And I was like, and then these two women were fighting. She and then they were
in the ring or in the stands.
Yeah, both. Yeah, no, in the ring.
In the box.
In the ring. Yeah, it was weird, dude. Yeah, in my row.
Yeah.
All right, so the one girl was bleeding.
Yep.
And I was like, you could see it on I go, is that real? And they go, oh, yeah, that's real. I go, okay, what?
Yeah, hold on a sec.
What? That's real? They're like, yeah, they get injured all the time because you falling from 15 feet on another person.
Yeah.
I go, oh. And then she got pinned, and then they brought out paramedics came out with a stretcher. I was like, is that real? And they were like, no. I go, dude. My brain is so stimulated. It was 3 hours. I was invested.
How do I keep up with
I was like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
And so I go, how do you know it's not real? I was like, well, the one girl came out and the paramedic tried to put a neck brace on her, and she was like, oh, and then she threw it off and then continued fighting the girl. Nice, yeah. I was like, this is unbelievable.
I've never been to one.
That was incredible.
That's awesome.
It was incredible. But it's the same with like the mat is padded or whatever, and then they're like
right.
They're hitting, but it's the same thing. The illusion of he's jumping from off the top of the ladder.
Those falls and stuff are crazy, man. When they go like through the tables and all, like you're still going through the table might be weakened, but like you're still going through a table.
And I was just like, all right. So then Hardy, Michael Hardy, was sitting in the front row, and he was like
the artist, not the
real artist, the real musician, friend of ours, was, and he was like promoting his album, and he had a guitar. And the song was playing, and he was kind of like picking along with it. And I was like, that's weird for him to have a guitar
in the stands.
Yeah, it is. But the next fighter was like, he was like, got this guy pinned, and he was looking around for like something, and Michael Hardy stood up with the guitar, and I went out of my mind, dude.
That's sick.
I was like, what?
That's so sick.
And he came up. Michael Hardy came up with the guitar.
No way.
Gave the other guy the guitar, smashed it over him, and then security took Hardy out.
No way.
But as a joke.
Yeah.
But I go, this is better than anything. This is incredible.
Dude, it's a soap opera.
It was
like,
incredible.
That's awesome writing.
It was amazing.
To be like, how do we tie this in?
Whoever did that, what do you call it, like a product placement, it was brilliant.
Yeah.
It was a brilliant minded marketing.
Brand integration.
Whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And I go, I was walking out, and I was at the merch table, obviously getting merch.
Right.
Let's go, baby.
For sure.
And I go, and the guy goes, I've never been. This is incredible. I'm getting some merch. He goes, what do you think about it? And he goes, yeah, it was a great show. And he said show, not game. Competition, match. He said it's a great show. And I go, oh, yeah, so y'all are all in. Y'all are, maybe I'm the idiot. Maybe the guy that, those like redneck. Yeah, they know,
I just think the days are gone when people thought it was real. Like, do you remember when it came out that it wasn't? Like late 90s?
Like, everybody goes, most people go, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And everybody, yeah. When you get into trouble, it's like, oh, you think baseball is real? Or like none of them are, we talked about this before on the podcast, like 100% authentic. Like you go like baseball, remember like they were like, well, or like Tour de France or like college football is like, I mean, it's real-er. But like baseball is like, well, the most popular baseball was when Mark McGwire and Barry Bonds were mashing home runs out of there.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, it's less real because those two guys were on steroids. So the rest of the game is saved because it was those two guys. We're
sure.
Like, well,
Obviously not.
It might obviously not.
Yeah.
And like Sammy Sosa had a cork in his bat. You're like, oh, he's or the Astros were like banging on the things. You're like, oh, it's cheap. It's not like nothing is real.
Nothing is
100%.
I don't know if real is the right word.
Authentic or like we have baseball. We have
pure. Nothing's pure.
Yeah, nothing's 100% pure.
Yes.
Or like, well, it would be beneficial if the Yankees were in the World Series
in 2001.
So yeah,
after 9/11.
Let's
or
like a Tour de France.
Yeah,
like let's say Tour de France, where like no one has ever talked about it since.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have this guy Lance Armstrong, and he was like, I'm gonna, and if the powers that be go, hey, no one cares about racing in bicycle racing.
Yeah.
But for those, I remember 5 years, everyone was absolutely gassed on it. So you go, well, what if they knew and just let it kind of WWE itself?
Sure.
Because everybody wants to protect the integrity of all these games.
Yeah.
Every sport. You're like, this is 100% real.
Wasn't that kind of what the XFL tried to do initially when they first started out? Because then it's supposed to be kind of like hybrid WWE NFL,
and that's what people. And that's why it doesn't work,
right?
Because it has to be baseball has to be pure,
right,
to work.
Mm-hmm.
And when somebody finds out it's not pure, they go, "Well, get those guys out,"
right?
And it's still pure.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think any. Like, why do they have Division II football, one football, professional? Like, because if Belmont played Alabama, it would be boring.
Yeah.
No one would go.
Yeah.
And it was not entertaining and it's not fun.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to make this league and this. So it's what?
They're crafting storylines.
So it's compelling to watch.
Yes.
So you watch the SEC, you're like, oh, Alabama playing Auburn should have all the equal, but none of it is completely pure.
Well,
NASCAR is the farthest from pure. The guys with money win.
Sure.
And the guys without money can't win.
Yeah.
And same with baseball.
Yeah.
And you do see moments of athletic, I can't believe I just watched that.
Yes.
That seems, but then when Tom Brady like deflated the footballs, you're like, oh, well, like, I don't know. My point is, I don't think any of this is like what you think it is.
Well, because then you also have to lump in how it's covered too.
Yep.
Like even if the competition on the field is real and authentic, like in the major sports, then still the way it's covered is not is not accurately representing exactly what's going on, because it doesn't benefit them to give attention to certain markets.
So it's for entertainment.
Yes.
But all of it is for entertainment.
Right.
But it's a combo.
Because it's all for advertising and it's all for money.
Yeah, so if you don't have that, you don't have anything.
Yeah.
You don't have anything.
Yeah.
So
we love WWE.
Loved it. Yeah, loved it. And the thought of being a my sport is 100% pure. Save it.
Yeah.
Save it.
Yeah.
And you go watch them and have a good time and realize it's entertainment.
I don't want it to be 100% pure.
I don't either.
I want my athletes trying to find competitive advantages that may step outside the lines at times. Like,
and and then you argue is like, well, if the quote league knew about it and the publicity and the advertising money was so good that they go,
I'm not mad at it.
I don't know, dude. You know what the solution?
Juice them up, court the bats.
Do it all, dude. Yeah. Then you go, hey, if you are going to use that, I mean, I guess the only thing that would be pure, well, not even that, because blood doping is like just running,
right?
Just straight running.
Yeah,
100 meters, but yeah,
that's that Icarus documentary about the cycling. Yeah, about like steroids and cycling. It's all blood doping, and how the Russian government was doing it for every single Russian athlete in the Olympics.
Yes, dude. And you go,
every one of them.
I don't know. You know what the solution to all this is, bro?
What?
The Amish.
You think so?
They got it worked out, dude.
Because they just say, let's keep this pure.
I don't know what kind of religious practice I could have where I could have this and also be Amish. But if there was one, I would do that one.
You might have to start that one.
These people got it figured out.
Yeah.
Amish people have it figured out.
You had some Amish culture on your story over the weekend.
Yeah, I go down every year. We go down to Sarasota, Florida with the Pinecraft, where all the Amish, it's like Amish Las Vegas.
Nice.
So they can kind of like then kind of loosen up a little bit down there.
What does Amish loosening up look like?
Like they can have a bike with a electric.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Well, I learned that they can't have like electric, but they can have battery. Batteries chill.
So they can. So can they have Teslas?
Oh yeah,
they probably could. Right?
Yeah, because they have to plug it in somewhere.
So that's the rule. If you can plug it in, you can have it.
No, because that operates on the battery. Like bikes that have batteries, you can roll. You're allowed to have those.
Okay,
down there,
right?
Maybe not up in Indiana.
It's outside their jurisdiction, so it's okay.
But we went to this like volleyball. They had like a volleyball.
That
tournament.
looks sick.
It was wild. It was packed. Okay, there's thousands of people there, 150 teams. It was the Amish versus the English. The English, I'm English.
Okay,
but we have the roots.
Does English just mean non-Amish?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like So, and we were out
the
there.
Amish and the infidels.
It was all. it was a all day tournament. We went out there like midnight.
Yeah.
And I was with my cousin who lives in Indianapolis. He goes, dude, this is incredible. He's like, everybody's so peaceful. They have like their own kind of community. They're kind of not a piece of trash on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And my buddy who lives in Indy goes, dude, this 1 a.m. This was in Indy. It had already been shot up 4 times.
Sheesh.
And he said, not a piece of trash on the ground, not a police officer in sight.
Wow.
Because I go, if anyone is against this in America, like we should all be in support of all the programs that our government has to rein in and police and look after certain, like it's not these people. These people are peaceful.
Yeah.
They're healthy. They take care of themselves. They police each other.
They don't use up a lot of power from the grid.
Zero from the grid. I go, and you talk about like at night, they all just go out and play shuffleboard and play volleyball at night. And it's packed. Everybody's out there. And I go, to get high, dopamine high, yeah. I need more than this.
You need danger.
I need some stimulation. Yeah. I need television, cell phone. Like back when I was in my darkest days, alcohol.
Yeah.
I'm like, these people to get the dopamine rush, all they gotta do is roll a 10 on shuffleboard.
The clips that you posted, 2 takeaways. One, it looked like a One Tree Hill episode.
It was.
In the best way.
It was.
The park was packed. Like it was one of those things where you're like, this happens in movies, but you would never be able to get these people together.
It was that.
And then 2, talent, dude.
Yeah.
The serve that you put on your story was downward angle and hard.
Yeah, like this guy. Yeah.
Firm.
Somebody goes like Stanford should like be there. They wouldn't never do that. They wouldn't go to Stanford.
They should at least give them a look.
Yeah, they should at least give them a look. These guys are athletes.
Yeah.
Built.
Yeah.
Amish people are built.
Do they go to college?
No, dude. Do your research, Andrew. No, they don't go to college. I'm just kidding. No, you can if you like leave there's like Amish. There's Mennonite colleges. That's where my parents met, at Mennonite College.
I'm looking up at the end of their education, Amish students must pass an 8th grade exam to receive a diploma. Unlike public school grads, most Amish students don't attend college or university. Instead, they're expected to continue living and farming with their family.
Yeah, that's why Amish people have a lot of kids, so they can help on the farm.
Nice.
So they just stay in there.
It's cheap labor.
Yeah. But you go, like sometimes, like I went down to West Palm Beach where it was unbelievable in the middle of December. I go, where are all the homeless people? Why aren't y'all here? Come here.
Yeah.
If I was homeless, the first thing I do is get here somehow.
That's why LA looks the way LA looks.
Yeah. Good point. And I go,
just set up on the beach.
Amish community, if you grow up and you have rumspringers, you can go out and do whatever you want.
Right.
And if you do whatever you want, then you can decide if you want to come back. If you come back, you got to commit to the farm and the family life and all of it, right? This is your family. This is everything you know. And if not, they're going to disown you.
How old are you when you do that?
I think 18. Rumspringer. Go live your life. Do whatever you want.
16.
You go live your life. Do whatever you want. And if you can do it for as long as you want also. Can you? I shouldn't speak on their behalf.
Begins at 16.
I am not Amish.
Wikipedia says begins at age 16 and ends when a youth chooses either to be baptized in the Amish church or to leave the community.
Yeah.
Usually it's between 17 and 21.
Okay.
So you could have a good 3 or 4 year run there.
Yeah.
It's really all you need.
Sounds like me in my 30s.
That's kind of like just early 20s.
Yeah. So everybody
just kind of
yeah. But if you go, hey, you moved down to wherever, Austin, Texas, to do whatever you wanted, right? Yeah. And you're like, all my family's up there. They're on the farm. This is all I've ever known.
Yeah.
And if not, I'm going to stay. Like, these people look out for you. Your retirement is the people in the community take care of you. They share their burdens with each other. Everybody's like, you're like, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Out here.
Yeah.
You got it.
Built in.
Yeah. Now, you could argue maybe some of the religious practices are I don't know if God is asking you to wear that bonnet. But that's the difference between the tradition and the religion.
My biggest question is, how did they decide on that haircut to be the haircut that represents
the bowl
them?
cut?
Yeah. How did they rest on that one?
I wonder. All right. So they can have scissors, but they can't have any kind of. They can't have Manscaped is not allowed. The Amish community. Manscaped is not allowed.
It is a battery.
In the yeah. So
maybe they could.
Nah, if you come in, they know you've left the fold if you have Manscaped.
The official grooming device of the Amish.
I couldn't bring it down there. They would. No, I'm just kidding. They would take. They're like, you can't. All right. So you have. All right. So you could put your hair back and cut it. Right.
Yeah.
You can't have long hair.
Right.
And you couldn't, with the scissors, you can't shave your head. Right?
You could probably get it short enough to then get a razor.
You'd have to do that every day, though.
Right.
And if you have to bick, you're talking about with a bick?
Right. Tough.
That's a tough, so you gotta have to go bald?
Right.
Or where are you going to stop the bicking?
Yeah, I guess I haven't thought about an alternative. And that's probably the reason why they've just settled where they've settled.
And you can put the bowl on your head, just go,
yep,
and then you're good.
Yep.
What? Actually, how they do it. Yeah, it's a bowl cut.
That's how my wife used to get her bangs cut when she was a kid.
Put a bowl on it.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew is like, dude,
learning so much today over here at the booth. I love it.
That logically does make the most sense.
Yeah.
Then you go, oh, that makes sense.
I'm with it.
And those people to get like a dopamine rush. Did we need to go to Whiskey Row on the rooftop?
Right.
We need to go to the Soho House. We need to go to the Titans game in the box and have a last minute game winning touchdown with surrounded by famous people to get like a to get a bump.
Keep raising that bar too.
Those people got it figured out.
Yeah.
I'm Amish, dude. I'm Amish. I'm not Amish. Dude. Yeah. If I could be Amish and also be in the WWE, that'd be
a good character.
That'd be the religion I want to start.
That'd be a really good character.
Yeah.
If you're like, I'm Amish Alex.
Yeah, because there was a bunch of them. There was like the girl that was like kind of like the Avril Lavigne type, like
skater girl.
Everybody has it's like a monster trucks. There's like Grave Digger, and then there's like El Pollo Loco, and then there's like Speed. Everybody has like kind of like a brand.
Yeah.
And all the wrestlers. One guy was like a lizard, and he like kind of it was awesome. Cool. Dude. It was awesome. Speaking of Manscaped, now that we trashed them, we should encourage them. Manscaped. We're still you know what? Everybody in my family was like, we have a white elephant gift exchange, and it's called Things You Loved.
Nice.
So anything that you loved this year, and everybody's like, where is our Manscaped? I thought
they were really thinking of
yes, and I go, I don't know why. If we would have messaged them, and I'll be like, hey, my 4 brothers need one.
Yeah,
they would have sent it in a second.
We should have done that.
Why didn't I do that?
I don't know.
Everybody was expecting it.
Yeah,
and I did. They go, do you have it? I go,
well, you thought they weren't listening, dude. They've obviously been listening.
They were listening. Yeah. Manscaped, but I got one.
If they were listening close enough, they would have known that you could have used code NetPositive at manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping. But.
Yeah, and I got and I went to the first of the year. We went to get a what's a manicure and a pedicure? Which one's the feet?
Pedicure.
We got a pedicure.
Nice.
And I was scaped up.
Nice.
I was ready. Because the girl, like, she takes your socks off. She's like, oh. She was like, all right.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I think there was a fact check.
She was like, I can work with these.
There was I don't know if I sent it to you. There's a fact check of somebody there was a big argument about if men should trim because I said my toes.
Oh.
And people go, we don't do that. Men don't do that.
I don't think you sent me that one.
Do you do that?
Trim my toes?
Yeah.
I've never trimmed my toes.
What? Neither one of y'all?
Mm-mm.
I'm the odd man out here?
Yeah. Or you're the right one and we need to learn.
This is tough. That's probably not it. Was that it?
No, these aren't it.
Yeah, somebody said it.
Yeah,
I forgot. Now, so whoever messaged that in is going to be mad now because they're like, I've been ongoing argument with my wife that guys don't do that. And I said I use it for private areas, armpits, and my toes.
Yeah.
Neither of y'all do that.
I've never seen your toes. I don't know. Maybe you need to be doing that. I don't know.
It's a need basis.
Sure.
It's like a college scholarship.
Unless you just like it that way.
I do like to be.
If you like some sleek toes, you like some sleek toes.
Man, this is
weirdest ad of all time.
20% off, free shipping. The Manscaped is unbelievable. It's an unbelievable product.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself in 2023. Code NetPositive, manscaped.com, 20% off with free shipping. That should be your resolution.
Trim my toes?
Top of the year, I'm going to take care of my body. I'm going to go to the gym.
From the bottom up.
Start for the bottom. Now we here.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with my toe. I'm going to start going to the gym, eating better.
Yeah.
Add this.
Does it
just add that to your list?
The regrowth on the toes.
Oh, does it come back harder?
Do you feel it?
Nah, that's a myth. Is that a myth?
If
you shave it, it grows back harder?
I think that's a thing, but I don't know how much harder. I just know.
Might not be real.
I just know sometimes when things grow back, it gets a little uncomfortable.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's why you got to stay on it.
Yeah. Like I don't want to have like 5 o'clock shadow on my toes.
Nah, you don't
like
want
I'd be
that.
sticking to my socks and my shoes.
Every
and all,
woman, we like guys have to do like when I go to bed. If I'm done watching TV, I got to brush my teeth, and it's it. Like
to get to bed.
We have to do so little of things.
Yeah.
Like women have to do a lot of things.
Yes.
I shouldn't speak on their behalf, but I think there's a lot of routines that go into getting ready and getting unready.
Yeah.
There's a lot of in between time.
I don't envy it at all.
There's a lot of good content when Lydia getting ready. When I have a lot of free time when she's getting ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the same for y'all's wives.
I saw a TikTok of a guy who was like, things I do while my wife gets ready.
Exactly.
And he
it's a lot of time.
Goes to the gym. He goes to the...
If we got to go at 5, it's like she's going to start at like, well, she can also do it in 5 minutes.
Right.
Whatever time.
Yes. I'm sure she's gotten very good at it.
Yeah, she has a lot of, speaking of. Wait, do you want to get into...
It's just a great list.
Let me just talk about this for a second.
Go for it.
Because I think... All right. Do you know the Instagram update?
Yeah.
With like the thing, like with the status updates.
The notes in the DM tab?
It's in the DM tab and it's
at
like
the top.
It's like an old school like Facebook.
It's like an AOL away message.
Yeah. That's it. It's like a throwback for those of you that remember those days.
Yep.
Yeah. And somebody's was like, go do the poll on my latest reel. I go, dude, y'all gotta start forgiving your parents, dude. How many more ways of affirmation do I have to give you?
Yeah.
And like, this is just another way of, and I say this all the time, I am on this train with you. I am also on the needing affirmation from strangers.
For sure.
But my goodness,
it's
dude.
Another way. That was what I thought when I saw it. I was like, oh, great, another thing.
No one has anything to say.
No one asked
on there
for this
anyway.
Yeah.
No one has anything of value. Actually, that's not true. Some people, I have a living because of it. There is value there, and we like to go to it. It was like, when somebody has like they post a photo and then they post it on their story, like covered up with like a heart. It's like, check out my latest post. Stop it, dude. Just what do you do, dude? Like, how bad do you need? Like, can I give you a hug?
I know that all the people that I follow are in an older demo too, because everybody immediately just started posting things that were reminiscent of that chat away messages,
like going out.
Phone's good, out with friends, hit it, like that type of stuff. Which I loved. I got a good laugh out of it.
Yeah, kind of like,
it was like, wow, this is now like nostalgic.
But then you go like, check out my latest reel.
Yeah, get lost. Yeah, take a walk.
Save it, dude.
No.
Tough sell.
Unfollow.
Every tagline we have on this podcast, all of them.
Yes.
You're like, okay, you made a reel, you put the reel on your story. Now you got it. It's like, now we have 3 things to mute. That's it. How we got to mute another thing?
Yeah.
I got to mute another. I guess if you muted their stories, that wouldn't come up. I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
But there's some people that you don't hear from, and they were active on that for some reason. You hadn't seen them in forever.
They found another way. They found a side door to come in and get you.
They're like,
oh, you thought you were safe.
Oh, you thought you blocked me? I'm back. You're in the DMs now with the status updates?
Wild, dude.
Gosh, dude.
They just keep throwing features out, man.
Yeah.
It's obnoxious. Like, it's like one of the reasons I'm thankful that I don't do much like hands-on social media account management stuff anymore, just because it's like there's always something new to learn, and it's so obnoxious.
And something like to get, it's like, I don't think I particularly like. I think it's the people that were already too much. Are too much there.
Well, they're always first to it.
Yeah, there are people always first to it.
And then there's always the same people who are like, here's 5 tips and tricks on how to use notes on Instagram.
You're like,
and it's like,
already,
you haven't even used it yet. It's been out for 2 seconds
to get more traction on your notes. Like,
I don't need notes traction.
Can you respond to those? You can, right?
Yeah.
You can be like if someone said at the Alabama game.
Yeah.
But you know when remember
just respond and just go sick.
Remember remember when Facebook came out and then Twitter came out and they were like, so it's just like status updates?
Yeah.
And people didn't understand why there was 2.
Right.
And they go, so it's just, but now you
little
go,
did we
know,
dude.
Little did we know. Twitter. Yeah. But then you go, why don't you just put it on your Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
And you go, well, like to explain to someone that doesn't have them.
Yes.
Like, well, it's just like, because there's hashtags and then you can like kind of find if everybody's talking about the national championship, it's kind of organized there easier. You're like, well, why don't you just, you're like, well, why don't you just put it on your story that you're at? You're like, well, that wouldn't really make sense. But
it's exhausting. By the way, I was one of those guys way back when doing the 5 tips and tricks for how you do that. Like, I used to do that stuff for sure. Dude.
Well, everybody has embarrassing parts of their
that was what started my career.
Same.
Yeah.
I went back to look at something and I was scrolling back and I started looking at my captions like, I hate everything about this. This is embarrassing. But you've grown from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just another thing that you got to mute.
I love that.
But some people like, but I like them. That's the first time Instagram is well, I guess they haven't innovated it, but usually they're stealing from Snapchat and TikTok.
Right.
Reels is just stolen.
Yeah.
And also Stories is stolen from Snapchat.
Yep.
They just go, Snapchat was stories.
Yep.
They just go Instagram stories.
Yeah.
Reels were TikToks.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was, they just go, that's the first time I've ever seen Instagram do, but I guess they
stole stories.
Yes, dude.
For sure.
But they stole. I mean, I guess they adapted it from the earlier Instagram or the Facebook, the status updates.
I
That's
guess
what
so.
this is.
Yeah.
I
You're
guess.
saying
They didn't really
notes,
innovate it.
No.
Yeah,
well, I mean, even videos. Do you remember when Instagram came out with videos in 2014?
Yep.
That was stolen from Vine's format. It was a 6-second.
Oh yeah, it was like 10.
So everything is, everything has been.
Yeah.
It's just a copycat game.
Yeah.
They're all playing it.
If it wasn't for this, I wouldn't have a job. So
right.
Yeah.
The same.
Anyway, check out what do you say? Check out my latest what?
Check out my note.
Check out. Go to my status and I post in my photos. Yeah. Check out my note.
Well, because somebody has to follow you to see your note. So I guess that's a.
Oh yeah.
So you could be like, I provide a lot of humor on my notes,
and then somebody has
to follow me to see.
Somebody has like a subscription. There's Instagram subscription.
Yeah, dude.
I just don't want to like this podcast. I feel like we talked about. There's a story that we're going to review about Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
but I go, well, it's not. I think but it's not helpful to the listeners. Like they don't like it would be funny.
Yeah,
but this podcast is growing. Mm-hmm. More people listen every week. Welcome aboard, all the new people. But you're like, oh, people are asking for this,
right?
Like I just don't want to bring. Like nobody's asking.
You don't want to be Instagram.
No, dude, nobody's asking for it. Like I feel like my reels are like people are like, hey, like it's funny, and a lot of people share it.
Mm-hmm.
So you go, oh, so this is content that's if you can share something that we posted to your followers and look at like I do that all the time with funny stuff that likes to benefit the greater community on your followers on the internet.
Yep.
You want to add value to them.
Yep.
But some of the stuff is like, who's asking for
Who's this for?
Who is this for?
Yeah.
Did you go to do either guys go to Christmas Eve service?
I did not.
I thought you went to Passion, dude.
Yeah, I did. I just was in Florida for Christmas Eve.
Oh, you went to Passion a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, you went like back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay, I went to this. I was just gonna mention this because it was funny. They're like, they did this. Have you ever been a part of any service where there's like an invitation to get saved?
Yeah.
Okay, so they say
My church growing up did it every
How
week.
would they do it?
Usually be like end of the sermon, right before they go into worship to close.
Yeah.
It would be like, hey, if you like what you've heard today, blah, blah,
If
blah,
you-
like if that
Yeah.
like if you're compelled to give your life to Christ, you want to provide an opportunity right now to do so.
And how would you do it?
They would say like, we're going to spend some time in prayer right now.
Okay.
Worship team's going to come up. They're
Yep.
going to play a song
Yep.
while they're playing.
Yeah.
Everybody would be like heads bowed, eyes closed. Like if you feel like you want to come up to the
Okay.
front.
Perfect. This is that's perfect.
Got it.
We didn't set this up, right?
No.
Okay. So what? All right.
I'm nervous.
What? No. You're right.
All right.
Because like I went to this Christmas Eve service, very like the commercial.
Okay.
Very commercial. Okay. So he does the invitation to get. He's like, if you related to, if you feel, whatever. He goes. I want everyone to take out their cell phone. Everyone take out their cell phone. So,
Come on.
So everyone gets out their cell phone, and he goes, text. Hold on.
Come on, dude.
Hold on. Hold on. He goes, text this number, and we'll like get you saved. Hold on, dude. Wait. And then, but he goes, well, we wanted to do because that was us growing up.
Right.
It was stand up and come forward.
Yeah.
In front of your peers.
Confessing before man.
You acknowledge it before, come forward.
Yeah.
And then when I got into my 20s, it was raise your hand.
Yep.
It was raise your hand and repeat after me. You remember repeat after me?
Yep.
And then it was repeat after me, but let's all say
do it. Yeah.
So these people are audibly,
Right.
because I think there is a verse about declaring your faith, acknowledge your faith before men, and God will acknowledge you in heaven.
Right.
Okay. So you're like, well, let's all do it. And then it was, okay, just text. And then they're like, well, if you get out your phone during the text to get saved, everyone's going to be like,
Right. They're going to know.
and so then they're like, everyone get out your, and I go, my only prayer is like, it's getting a little too easy to get saved.
Yeah.
It's getting a little too easy to get saved.
They've really lowered the bar.
Really
for
lowered
salvation.
the bar. The first time, quote, salvations existed. It was not in the Old Testament because they believed in believing in Jesus.
Mhm.
When Jesus came, he goes, hey, all of this life, leave it
Mhm.
and come with me.
Yeah.
Just, hey, your house, your job, your family.
Yeah.
We're going.
For 3 years.
They
They had to follow that dude
Just-
for 3 years.
We're going.
Yeah.
And then it was like people were being like, "Hey, are you like people were like declaring that and getting like, are you a Christian? Getting killed, getting martyred for their faith, and all throughout history
Yep.
of people making these proclamations." And then it was like, it's just
Swipe up for Jesus.
I'm not again. This is a tricky subject to because if you do believe in that Jesus on the cross. And the guy next to him goes, I believe that you are who you say you are.
Yeah.
And he acknowledged that and he goes, you will be with me in paradise, in heaven. And so you go,
Well, that was easy.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, and if the salvation process, I go, but where is it going? Because this is where, it used
Do
to
you
be.
think they get to like, just think?
Yeah, no,
right
really.
now.
just like we're not gonna have like I have a joke on my show. It's like we're not have like it was like first of all it's bread, and then it was like gluten-free bread, and then it was like a wafer, and then it was just like just take a deep breath and think about bread, or like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it like that's a joke in my show.
Just manifest yourself.
Yeah, just manifest
bread now.
Yeah, like I go. This is the first time because it was a very like. Christmas is when everybody comes there. Mm-hmm. So this is they want to make it as easy as possible to get saved.
It's a very easily digestible sermon.
Yeah, and
it's for the holiday package.
It's a holiday. Yeah.
They're just coming
in
the first one.
It's the first one. They don't really activate you until later. Yeah.
You're sleeper cell Christian.
Yeah. You're technically in, but you're not on the team.
Right.
But so you go. No one wants to go. Everybody knows stand and come forward. Mm-hmm. And that church was so big. It was 3,000 people in there. You just practically you can't.
Yeah, if you're at Joel Osteen's church
and you're in the
top, you're in the 300s, and he says, "Come forward, we'll give you about an hour and a half."
Dude, I did that. I went to a Billy Graham crusade when I was like 10.
Nice.
And it was at the Georgia Dome. And they had a come forward.
No
yes,
way.
They did. They did.
I feel like that's not safe.
They had you're like, dude, there's a long time to talk yourself out of that. On the going all down the walkway.
Yes.
You're like, that's a 10-minute trip.
Easy.
And it was very open in the front. Mm-hmm. So they knew a lot of people were going to come forward. He said, if you believe in Christ, stand to your feet and come down here. Mm-hmm. Is wild.
That's a long walk.
Great question. He said, does Billy Graham have to go up to each one of those people?
No, well, I think you can lead it in mass.
That's the debate on the other side.
Right.
Is go, well, he doesn't have it. Mm-hmm. What if I got salvation from the seat?
Still hits.
Yeah, it still qualifies.
And then, why don't we just text
your name's still on the list. Yeah, that's, I guess, the other side.
There
just text.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, are you saved? He's like, dude, I texted in.
Yeah.
And it's also easier.
You just got it when you get to the gates. You just pull up the receipts.
It's like a barcode.
You just go, my QR.
They send you back a QR code.
You get scanned into heaven. Do you have it's an NFT. Actually, do you have?
Yeah.
You do have.
Do you have it?
Yeah, come right this way.
It's like if you have a church that big, you can, and they have 5 Christmas Eve services, by the way. There's 5. You got to get in and out of there.
Are you in the Lord Ape Yacht Club?
No. Got him, baby.
So dumb.
Let's go. I mean, they used to have, I remember when you would open your eyes and just make eye contact.
Yeah.
He's like, because raising hands, if you do a.
Yeah, we've talked about that one here.
SMR. What's it called?
ASMR.
Yeah. Then the person next to you is going to be like,
did you
at lunch? They said if anyone's struggling with depression, I thought I heard so you don't want to move.
You're like, no, I had an itch.
Yeah, I had an itch. Is something different.
Yeah.
So you don't want to go through, it's embarrassing,
right?
But you should be like, dude, if it is the most unbelievable gift, if it's true, that you should be like, I'm in, bro.
Yeah.
Sign, like, I want everyone, hey, sign me up.
We always clapped anytime somebody got up.
Yeah,
and then there were the awkward moments when the people would stand up and then like go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah,
during that time. So we go,
he's not getting saved. Yeah. It's like like I say in my show sometimes you have like a not believing in Halloween. Right. Like we believed in like this almighty, all powerful, all loving God,
right,
that can part the Red Sea and bring dead people back to life. But if your daughter wears like an Elsa dress, you're like, we lost her. You're like, what?
Yeah. Is there a text code for that?
Yeah. It's like, are you saying, she's gone, dude? Yeah, she's gone.
It's a different number
but I guess
for repentance.
Yeah, different number.
Like your first one is just.
I don't think it was a number. It might have been just like a text 555 for like text, like. What was the code? No. What do you say? What would you say?
They probably had a code word. It was probably just like text Jesus to
text. No, there wasn't a code word.
Really?
I couldn't remember. I don't think there was a code word.
It was just text something to
text this number. So what do you say? What's your intro?
Saw, dude. I'll probably just send a meme.
Yo, am I in?
A selfie? Just
This is it's a tricky thing to joke about.
Yo, can I get +3?
Yo, can I let me get a +1 for my fam, dog? Yo, put me on the list.
Yeah.
Put me on the list.
Put me on the list.
What would you start with? That's a great question.
Dude, if I was legitimately
if the church, I was at a church for Christmas Eve service and they said text in to get saved.
Yeah.
What would you, and they just said a number.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say?
You up?
Yo, let me come through.
Yeah. Yo, send the Addy.
Yo, sign me up.
Yeah.
Let me get in there.
Just I'm in.
Yo,
Let me get in there.
Yes. Yo, say less.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Yeah.
Where do I sign?
Nice. Where do I sign?
Where do I sign? That might be a good one. Well, because it's easier to
We doing this?
yo, Jesus, you in here? But it's like Mitch, like the church intern that sends you back like the link. Wait, I don't know how you would do it if they send you back a script to repeat.
Right. I have no idea.
Well, that's tricky because then everyone should just say it at some time. Like just even if you're not a Christian or a believer, you're like, well, just in case.
Say what?
Say the prayer.
Yeah, I mean, the argument would be obviously God knows if you mean that or not, but
yeah, but if you're like
they're not magic words.
If you're texting in,
right,
and he goes, "Hey, here's the like he copies and pastes. Say this."
I'm more curious if they're like if they're taking that data from the phone numbers and putting them on the mailing list.
Yes,
like that.
dude, of course they are.
You know what I mean?
They're like,
are you trying to get people saved, or are you trying to build your mailing?
They're
list?
also like, yo, Easter coming up.
Yeah.
Like, we need choir members for next Thursday.
Get saved on Christmas and feel like you didn't really mean it. Come on back for Easter service.
Yo,
we're doing it again.
Or are they just checking in?
We're running it back.
Yo, or you know how they know how they if you have like someone's phone number, it shows you their TikToks because they're like in your
from
phone.
contacts.
And you're like, I sent this church. Now they see what you're like doing on the internet. Like,
That's how they're keeping tabs on you.
Well, I know the line of thinking from a mega church is that you can say like all the money that you put into the Christmas Eve service, and you can say to the people that go to that church on January 5th, thanks so much for inviting all your friends to Christmas Eve. You can count members, you can count people in there.
Right.
We had 15,000 people in here over the Christmas holidays in all of our services, and 2,500 people got saved.
Yeah.
I do know
that's the net positive there.
Yeah, it's a piece of information that is important.
Yep.
And because I remember going, no raising hands, and it was just open your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes, yes, right? Remember that?
I see that.
I see that hand. Yes. Yep. Meaning I acknowledge, but he's not God.
Right.
He's just a guy.
Right.
So he shouldn't be acknowledging your salvation.
Right.
That's a wild topic.
He's saying that to get other people to put their hands up and feel comfortable, probably.
Yeah. And then if he goes, I see that hand, and then he goes, don't raise your hand, just make eye contact with me. So you go, see, there's no audio here.
Right.
Can you hear it? I'm putting my eye right into the mic.
This is unbelievable podcast content.
We have to turn this. We have to turn this way up.
Can you hear me blinking?
So you look up and he goes, yes, meaning I've acknowledged you before men, but not really.
No.
But then he has to go back. The pastor has to go back after service to the stat book. He does.
Yep.
It's probably not a stat book.
He's got board members to report to.
Yes, he has board members.
Are you putting up numbers this year,
Are
Pastor?
you putting up stats?
You had a subpar year.
Yeah, LeBron. Are you LeBron on the Lakers?
And this is a contract year for you, Pastor.
Yeah, it's a contract year.
You know, if you want to test the market, you're more than welcome to. But
with these numbers, you're going to go out to try to get another megachurch contract with these numbers.
This is kind of mid, bro. These numbers are kind of mid.
Oh man, that's unbelievable. And how much time we got left?
We're rolling. We're at about an hour right now.
Okay, I want to talk. We'll get to the news here in a second,
Yeah.
and we have some emails from some
we do
caring and concerned listeners.
Yes,
but we were in. It was Christmas.
Once upon a time.
Eve. No, it was Christmas. It was Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was Christmas Eve, and we went to. We were going to try to meet we were in Arkansas for Christmas.
Yeah.
We were going to try to meet a couple of our friends to family time was over. We were going to get a drink.
Nice.
Right?
Yep.
I don't drink,
Right.
but we went to and they go, oh, Christmas Eve, they don't sell alcohol.
Who's they?
The state.
The entire state.
Yeah, have you ever been to like a place where they don't sell it on Sunday?
Yes.
Yeah. They don't.
They don't sell alcohol till 11 a.m.
Okay. Yeah, but
beer and wine 11 a.m.
Pens-
Sundays, I think, is the rule.
In why?
I don't know.
Is it
I've never understood this.
Is it like
I have a real problem with it.
Yeah, is it like for the Lord? Because
it better be.
Yeah, no,
because there's football on.
In Pennsylvania, there's no alcohol sales on Sunday.
Okay,
that's now. I think I'm pretty sure. I used to put up a lot of good numbers, and you couldn't go.
You're like, I would know.
And no. Here's what it is: the liquor you can buy at a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy alcohol. Obviously, you can go to a Chili's and buy a beer.
Right.
But you can't. The liquor store buying it's you can't buy it at the grocery store in like a 12-pack.
Right.
And you can't buy it at the liquor stores are closed.
Mm-hmm.
And that both of you guys are familiar of that.
Yeah.
With that general
for sure.
Closed on. And this was a Christmas Eve, and I was like,
which was Saturday,
and it would probably be closed on Christmas too.
Right.
Like, and I go, hey, like I just thought, I go, hey, like God is not asking this. He's like, hey, y'all have already taken me out of this a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, don't do this for me. Like, I'm not like, it's like the 10 Commandments in schools. Like there's shootings and people getting beat up and robbed and bullied everywhere. It's like, y'all took me out of there a long time ago. You can take the plaque down.
Yeah.
Like if you, like I go, all the people that are like, they're stressed and their family and all the people wants to relax is like just a beer.
Yep.
Would be nice.
Yep.
To just
take the edge off.
And we're like, we're doing this for God. And God's like, hey, you can have one actually. Yeah. This seems stressful.
Yeah. That guy's going to hit someone if he doesn't have one.
Yes. Yeah.
It's been a long December for that guy.
Long. What do you have? Some stats here?
I'm trying to figure out why they did this. I'm trying to read through it. I mean,
it's got to be for like crime and health related issues, a limited amount of hours of operation, Sunday, sales restrictions, independent, non-federal. All right. So is it anything to do with anything religious? Why? Otherwise, why would it be Sunday?
It looks like originally it started that way.
Okay.
And then now it kind of evolved
in like now it's a tradition.
In like a safety way.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I can look more into this because it's not going to be entertaining with me just sitting here reading an article.
Yeah. Well, perfect opportunity for someone to
fact check that.
Net positive at JohnChristComedy.com.
Yes.
Why are things closed on Sunday? Or in Arkansas, I would love to know why you can't buy alcohol on New Year's Eve and Christmas.
New Year's Eve is wild.
Not New Year's Eve. Sorry, Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, but it was. They go, we don't set, and everybody goes, wait, what? And then the waitresses are like, yeah, I don't, because we went into Ruth's Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Flex. Mm-hmm. And they said can't serve alcohol at a restaurant. And I go, what?
I've never heard of that.
Like, what?
Especially there, it's not cheap. Like that would piss me off.
Yeah, not cheap. Yeah, we're trying to, and nowhere's open. Right. I was like, well, if you're open, you should. Yeah. Also, minor subtangent. Mm-hmm. Everybody is so like. There's a lot of people that would like to work over the holidays. Mm-hmm. That have families that are not ideal family situation. They're making double money. Mm-hmm. This idea that everybody is sad and weak, and like New Year's Eve, like the whole New Year's Eve was like, just do your best, and like everybody's just like, it's a disrespectful to like the human condition. There's so many strong. The human body can endure unbelievably wild hardship and overcome it and be better.
Yeah.
And it's just like, don't say the good things you did in 2022 because there's other people that didn't do good and they're going to be sad.
Where did this come from?
I see this all over the internet.
Yeah.
It's like they're like people that like are working on the Christmas. Like that's like, don't.
Oh, I should not enjoy myself then?
Yeah. Or like, I would say tip them more.
Sure.
And take care of the person that's coming out to work. But a lot of people, it's the same with the breast cancer thing. That it's like everybody loves breast cancer awareness month. They're like, maybe not. And I know for a fact that there's a lot of people that enjoy when I was going through I don't want to compare it, but like a breakup when I was like 25.
Yeah.
And it was horrible and I was depressed. Having a job saved my life.
Yeah.
During that time, because it was a way to like relieve that pain for a little bit. And I was
kept
working.
you occupied.
Yes, and a lot of people are like that during the holidays.
Yeah,
and they want to work.
Yeah,
they want to work, and they're not like everybody's like, oh, everybody's not surrounded by Christmas trees and mistletoe and kids. Like some people just want to work.
Yeah,
and some people want to. It's like this. We must tiptoe around don't say, like there's a lot of this stuff on Instagram. Don't say your successes because other people.
That's so stupid.
Other people haven't succeeded, or don't brag about, not to brag, but like don't say the holidays are tough or kind of. Or like just all no resolutions. Just just do your best. Just.
Speaking of lowering the bar,
gosh,
that is a lowering of the bar.
Just the lower, like there was I don't want to put out anybody's. I don't want to say that. I don't want to add negativity into the ether of this is 2023. It is net positive, and this is a net positive.
Yeah,
we found the net positive. I think all of these things.
Yeah.
Why did the Amish pick that? We figured that out. Net positive. Instagram notes. The positive is I don't think we had a positive on that one.
On the notes.
Yeah.
It gave me a little nostalgia drip.
Yeah, nostalgia drip. And it's people you hadn't heard from in a long time.
Yep, I like that.
You know what I was going to do? I was going to, January 1, I decided not to do it, but maybe we'll talk about it.
Okay.
How many people do you follow on Instagram?
Probably around 1,000.
I follow.
I can check.
I'm going to look. Yeah, look. I follow 794.
Nice.
How many you, Andrew? Can you look?
I follow 975.
Okay. That's about, all right. Andrew?
729.
Okay. What if we unmuted everybody?
Unmuted?
Yeah. Do you mute people?
I don't think I have many people muted.
Oh, really? Do you? Wait, it's only me?
I can think of like 3.
What?
Dude, I'll be honest. I'm pretty liberal with that unfollow button.
Okay, so you just unfollow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I feel like there's a lot of like professional like relationships or like.
Yeah, that's fair.
What'd you say? Oh, I thought you said Emily. I go, whoa, dude. He said family.
Yeah, dude, she's the worst.
He's like, unfollow. He goes, Emily. Whoa. I don't even know who an Emily is, but I go, what's a wild thing to
That was
say?
after he said, I could think of 3.
Yeah, Emily.
3 Emilys.
I just get bothered by everything. Everything bothers me.
You? No.
Yeah, like obviously, yeah. Everybody bothers me, and I was going to unmute everybody.
How many people do you think you have muted? Ballpark.
500.
500?
Yes.
And you follow 7 something?
Yes.
So 75% of the people that you follow, you've muted.
Yes. I bother me, dude. I would mute myself if I could, dude. I muted people in my family, dude.
Oh my God.
Am I a bad person for this? I'm just having a realization.
No, it's just an astounding percentage of the
maybe
people.
Not 500. It's most of them.
That's a lot. Do you give them a shot, or do you like the moment you follow them also mute them?
That's what I wanted to do.
Okay,
is give everybody because some people have been muted for 5 years. I go maybe
they've grown.
Yes, dude, maybe they've grown. Maybe they're different.
Okay, I like this,
but it's gonna mess up my algorithm. Yes. I don't know what's gonna be in there.
Yeah, your feed's gonna be trash.
And this is why I thought I was gonna do it because I pay attention to the things that bother me. Like, why does that bother you?
Love that.
Like some things don't, because it stirs up something in me.
Yes,
it stirs up my own. I don't like that.
Yep.
Or people just getting on with the things we talk about all day in here.
Yeah.
People just getting on the internet. And I am kind of like that.
Yeah.
So when I see people doing it, it's a reflection of myself in the mirror, and I don't want like somebody posting about something that doesn't affect me. I just could see it and like, it doesn't bother.
Sure.
I've been followed a lot of people and just it's friendly content, and they're posting about their days or their kids, and every now and then it's like some people like repost stuff that I think is hilarious, and it's a good quality follow.
I think that's hilarious to think about unmuting all those.
So you have like a handful of people muted.
Yeah.
You just unfollow them. Maybe I should do that.
Yeah, I've had conversations with people where they've said, which by the way is the worst thing to say to somebody.
I've had.
Why did you unfollow me?
I've had that too.
Don't say that.
Don't say.
But if you do say that, be prepared for the answer, because I've said to people, I just wasn't really interested in what you were posting.
Gosh, dude.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
How did Maggie take that?
Dude, I don't know. She's still paying rent somehow.
I was, yeah, that's like the girl asking, like, why'd you break up with me?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what are the, I was like, well,
do you really want to know?
You don't want to know.
Because I'll tell you.
I don't want to know. Just unfollow.
Maggie probably has me muted, by the way.
Here, look.
I'm really thinking about this. She probably has me muted.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look at this, dude. This is my...
75% of people is wild.
Everybody bothers me.
That's insane.
Everybody bothers me.
Follow 900 people. I muted 899.
Okay. All right. This last 30 days.
Yeah.
This is my analytics. I have overall... Oh, wow. Hold on.
What are we doing?
Overall growth, 7,635 new followers.
You've gained. Yes.
Overall.
Yep.
Follows.
You said 30 days?
Yep. Follows, 19,349. Unfollows, 11,714.
Mm-hmm.
And that's low.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, there's more unfollows and more follows.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is low December. That's wild.
Yeah, it is.
So 11,000 people are not interested.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
and that's not factoring in the mutes.
That's not factoring in
how
the mutes.
many of those 19,000.
And also, that's fine.
Sure.
You should. If you don't.
Yeah, you have the right.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
You're allowed to do that.
Yeah,
you're allowed to
encourage you to. If you don't like the content,
yeah,
please
you
leave.
come and go as you please.
Yeah,
everybody goes. Why do you follow it? If you're like, what do you like?
Yeah,
you're good. I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah.
So you should be allowed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So if
you're thinking about people checking if I follow them right now.
Facts, dude.
I gotta stay in the house for all of January now.
Yeah. So the people are gonna see. Oh, does Alex follow us?
Follow it?
Yeah. We'll have that discuss. All right. So should I do it?
I think so. I think that'd be a fun exercise.
Okay. Well, I wanted to do one other exercise with you.
Okay.
Because we'll debate this on next week.
Okay.
I've had a lot of debate back and forth on all sides of this issue, and other people, you're more than welcome to do it as well. Tipping. There's nobody can figure this out.
Okay.
Nobody can figure this out. The tipping culture in America.
It's weird right now.
It's just, and also in other countries, nobody does it.
Yeah.
Nobody does it.
Right.
Okay. And the tipping culture these days is wild.
Mm-hmm.
And so just document, all I want you to do is just document every time you've tipped in the next week.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll just discuss it. Andrew, you do it too.
What are we making note of? What types of things?
Is that the automatic? Does it what the person like? If you go to a restaurant, the person serving you does great service, tip.
Yep.
Valet, tip.
Yep.
I got the pedicure, tip.
Yep.
I was at the airport, and the guy in the thing, I got a drink, swiped it, and
he asked for a tip.
No, he didn't ask. He's like, "Can I have a tip?" The thing was on the iPad. The switch, the
kiosk
Square,
at the airport?
Square does it. And I go,
No tip.
and it's usually 10, 15, or 20 are the three options. I got a haircut, a tip.
Yeah.
And you have to go to other and then go to zero. And I did it.
I'm not mad at that.
But then
you're talking about at the kiosk at the airport?
At the kiosk.
I'm not mad at that.
There's a lot of people.
All he did was this.
He didn't even do that. I got the drink.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people, like if you posted this clip, it's going to be like, that you could tell that guy never worked in retail or service industry. Like,
sure.
No, I did.
Yep.
I was a valet all through college. I worked in fast food. What I guess I want to hear from is the people at those registers. Because when you tip someone $20 and they take it, put it in their pocket, a valet, someone that's running their own business, that I think that's going to them.
Mm-hmm.
Does the money come to that guy at the airport?
I think so.
On his check?
I think so because I think he's clocked in.
And at that register?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it gets clocked as his. We run Square here at the studio for people who come in and book.
Okay.
That is an option. So like the tips based on who is clocked in on the register at that point.
Okay.
It factors that in.
Okay. And then but why are they insecure about it then?
Who?
They don't want to look at you.
Yeah, well,
and then
it's awkward.
It's awkward. And then the other argument is, well, just pay your employees more,
yeah,
and take us out of this,
right?
And if this, candy bar was 10% more and you pay the guy more, don't involve my
So you'd rather see prices of things go up?
But that everybody's probably not like that. And everybody goes, just tip them. I go, well, just put it in there. I have to make a moral, ethical conclusion about this person.
Yeah.
And I don't have one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we went fishing.
Yeah.
A 6-hour fishing charter.
Yep.
And it was like, we tipped the guy.
Yeah. For sure.
Yes, because they're like, that was unbelievable. We caught a lot of fish. Thanks for baiting the hooks.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome.
Yep.
Here's $100.
Yeah.
That's going to him.
Yeah.
And like, I guess if you work at Kid Rock's, there's huge tip bins, right?
Yeah.
And all that goes into, they pool it. Because if you're tipping you're like, I think that's but I've heard of pooling.
Right.
And that's normal, right?
Some restaurants have it, some bars have it.
They pool it.
Yep.
Where they all go together.
And then they all split it.
So if you tip her $20, it's not going to her.
Yeah,
it's
I don't
going
like that
to,
setup. I don't like that
I'd
setup
agree with
because
that. I'd agree with that.
Giving less money to people who work harder and more money to people who work less
And that's
hard.
what tipping is.
Inherently, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're also a coffee shop and you go, if we brought in 1.5 million this year, it's probably more than that, whatever, a mom and pop, if this, with this tip button on here, we brought in 1.9. Those are just made up numbers.
Right.
But you go, I can see everyone's side.
Uh-huh.
But I go, here's what I'll challenge myself to me and my my cousin go, hey, let's do 20% or more or 0.
20% or more or 0. Yeah.
So there's no
0's wild.
Hold on, I did it twice.
0 is harsh,
zero
dude.
tip is all right.
I don't know if I've ever 0 tipped in my life. That's crazy. Things that you tip on.
But there's tip on there. Like I tipped
now.
0.
There's tip on everything. You're right.
Yeah, I tipped 0 at the airport. I told you about that.
Yep.
I also tipped at the dock. We were fishing before we went fishing. There was a snack shop, and it's like not a traditional. There's no cash there. It's a square reader.
Yep.
And again, it's by default. You can just turn that on.
Right.
It's so easy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got a candy bar and a Coke, and I brought it up, and the lady goes, "That it?" I go, "Yep." Put in the thing, and I went to other 0.
Yeah, I wouldn't tip for that.
Okay, but that's
that's the question. Yeah,
to go into 0, and then I also tipped 0 at Bridgestone.
At the getting drinks,
a hot dog.
Okay.
There's a tip on that. At Bridgestone Arena, I got 2 hot dogs and that was last night.
I don't think I'd tip on that either.
But you have to go find 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go find. But I'm in an interesting spot because sometimes I go up there, they go, John Crist, we love your stuff.
Yeah, no one's expecting me to tip hard.
Yeah, and then I go, and then I my worst nightmare is like, I am a server at Bridgestone and John Crist came in and tipped me 0.
Yeah. So maybe this is a bad challenge for you.
But we have
0 or 20 plus.
But and I also tipped 0 at we went to Opryland over Christmas and the valet was $50.
Whoa.
The valet was $50.
Okay.
And I again, and that's where I tipped 0 and I am wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's
also, what if the company is doing what you said and they're going, we're going to make the valet way more expensive and we're not expecting you to tip now.
They should tell you that.
They don't tip?
They should build that. They should build that in and tell you that.
Because there's like a lot of there's a lot of service industry people, valets and stuff like that. Who go, what's your Venmo?
Yeah,
that's very common now.
Yeah,
and you can even bartenders you can tip out on on Venmo, and I do that.
Mm-hmm.
There was a girl that was playing guitar on the street in Franklin, and she had her like a QR code. And
nice.
I wouldn't have put $20 in there, but I did. You don't see it.
Yeah,
it's different money.
Right.
But yeah, I went into. I mean. 0 tip is just tough.
We need emails on this.
All right, emails.
This would be good. I'm actually glad we got into it as much as we did today because now we'll get good feedback.
And there's this, and I'm on with either side, by the way.
Sure,
either side I get
case by case basis.
Yeah. Speaking of, you want to do one piece of the news? That I want to do that McDonald's.
Yeah, pick it. Yeah,
and then we'll get out of here. Oh man. All right. Did you send me this?
I don't think I sent you this. We just pulled it up.
The news. There's a McDonald's. Where is this at?
I don't know where this one is. Yes, I do. North Texas.
Okay, and read the caption.
It says McDonald's is a tech company disguised as a real estate company disguised as a burger company.
Oh, stellar. And
So,
it is.
The video is
McDonald's may be changing forever. Check this out.
Speaking of not tipping or interacting with humans.
Yeah. This is a fully automated McDonald's.
Fully automated McDonald's.
No employees, all robots.
Yep. In Texas.
Yep.
And you go to order. There's no one taking your order. You do. And I've done that before.
Want to know more?
Yep.
Head on over to my Instagram.
Okay, guy. We got it. We got everything. We got everything. An automated McDonald's. What's on your Instagram, dude?
Head on over to my Instagram.
That's a perfect ending, dude.
Where I post pictures of my dogs.
Okay, head on over to my. Okay, can we not? All right, that's a perfect. So it's a clue. It's a very so with. I'm guessing with. It's hard to find employees, and it's and
Sure.
Wages going up. It's not hard to find employees. It's an expense.
Yep.
And businesses are trying to make money.
Yep.
And they go, hey, if we have the fountain Coke machine back here, everyone's coming up. Can I get a refill? Can I get a refill? Can I get a refill? Chick-fil-A still does it behind there,
right?
Because they want the interaction with their that's their business model.
Yep.
McDonald's goes, what if we put it out there? We're gonna lose. Some people are gonna cheat the system.
Yep.
But that's gonna save us in labor.
Yes.
Cost. We're trying to get people in through we don't have time to go, hey, do you want some more ice? Do you want extra ice? Do you want double too much ice? Do you want, it was Dr. Oh, sorry. Oh,
right.
Y'all do it.
Yep.
I'm guessing there's a McDonald's on every block. So I'm guessing that saved them.
And this just takes it to the next level.
But I remember a couple years ago when ordering started in the lobby. Have you ever seen one of those?
On the kiosks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's,
now on your mobile app.
Yeah, I've seen those a bunch.
Yeah.
We just order. And now this one is just
nothing. No people.
No people.
Yeah.
And
I think it's cool. I'd love to try one.
I think it's unbelievable. And this is also what happens when you say raise minimum wage to $50 an hour.
Yeah,
this
this could be the first of many.
Sure. Well, how about we get rid of employees? Because we're trying to make money.
Yeah.
Same with the WWE.
Yeah.
Trying to make money, dude.
Yeah.
Same with football. Trying to make money, dude.
Yeah.
You want to just outlaw? Why don't you just put everyone in football in a bubble suit? Because no one would watch it.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you know what I'm curious about with this?
What?
Is like a lot of late night shenanigans go on.
Lots going on.
At fast food spots.
Great point.
Who is there security there?
Is there security? There has to be somebody there.
Because you can't just let everybody in and like just let them run free in the spot. Like who's
they got to jump the counter? But there's no
maybe.
Counter to go back. There's nowhere to go back.
So where's the stuff? There is somebody.
Stuff?
There is somebody in the back right there, by the way.
Oh, there's somebody. If you want like I didn't get a lid.
Maybe there's a manager.
There has to be somebody.
Somebody who just is in the back hanging out.
You know what's good about
with
this?
a gun, just hoping nobody comes
I
through
wish
the
somebody
door.
would. But you can go in there.
Yeah.
You can go in and then it brings it out on a conveyor belt or something.
Right.
There has to be someone cooking it.
Does there? I don't know if there
Maybe
does.
not. They can just.
What if it breaks?
Yeah, there's one
The
guy.
ice cream
There's
machine,
a guy
breaks every day, and no one does anything about it,
broke
dude.
since 96, dude. Well, at least the benefit of this is you can't play TikTok pranks because there's no person in there.
Yeah,
you can't throw
the ice cream
be
through
an
the window
idiot.
anymore.
Yeah, dumb bummer for that. I like this.
I think it's cool.
I'm in full support of this.
I'd love to try it. This is like when you did the fully automated car thing in
I should go to it.
Dallas or something.
Yep. Where is this?
This is North Texas.
Can you find out where it is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down there. First, fully automated McDonald's.
This person said disguised as a diabetes company.
Well, read that caption again. It's hilarious.
It's McDonald's is a tech company disguised as a real estate company disguised as a burger company.
Okay, so the real estate is all they own. The most the real estate that they own.
They're, if not the biggest, one of the biggest real estate owners in the world.
Outside of the
Catholic, they own all of
the Catholic Church.
Yeah, because they own all their properties.
Unbelievable. All right, do you want to get some emails?
Yeah, we got two.
Oh, we got two. Oh, we got some fact check. Oh, dude, we had a major fact check.
Yeah, hit that first.
Yeah. All right.
First of all,
okay,
possibly our biggest clip in podcast history so far. Yeah,
about the guys dancing.
Yeah.
All right, the guys dancing at the church
the
for
Chippendales
the Christmas
one.
I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus.
Yeah,
kissing Santa Claus. All right, there were shirtless, thrusting men of the homosexual
We're assuming that part. That's an assumption. We don't know.
Fair. Well, I looked.
You looked into it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. It was a church that was very, let's say, progressive. Yeah, but it wasn't a church service.
Okay.
It was like, sometimes like on Saturday night in the fellowship hall, they have like a fundraiser for like the missionaries that are going to.
Yeah.
It that's what it was.
This was a fundraiser holiday.
It was at a church, but a church is a very loose. We thought it was like in this whatever evangelical kind of circle that we are in.
Right.
It was not that.
Okay.
It was more of like a. It wasn't a Christmas Eve service.
Got it.
That's what everybody thought it was.
Yeah.
We had to fact check ourselves, and we didn't do a good job because we've done that a couple of times where we just run clips of things we've seen and we haven't looked.
Yeah.
Because that one guy saying that something about the hose.
Oh, the pastor, yeah.
Yeah, so the pastor about the hose. We didn't really look into that. We go, this is wild, and then we just went off on it.
Yeah.
And that's our fault.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it happens too. It does happen. There's a lot going on. It's hard to check everything.
It is a very compelling clip, though.
For sure.
Yeah, but the guy was like he sounded like a pretty reasonable guy. Yeah. I went on his Instagram, and he's like, yeah, it's funny. We're getting a lot of traction for this.
Sure.
He's like, I don't have for my gathering.
Yeah.
I shouldn't speak, but it wasn't a open to the public Christmas Eve service.
Got it.
It was not that.
Okay.
Anyway, what else? We get some emails this week?
Emails, yeah.
You want to read it?
Yeah, here's our first one.
Okay.
This one's from Brooke.
Brooke.
John, I listened to the December 28th episode of the pod and have a little bone to pick with you. Actually, a couple, smiley face emoticon. At the 2517 point, you say, quote, I'm rich. Dude, we know that. You don't have to say it. Please stay humble. Can't hide money. That's funny. But flat out saying, I'm rich, in your words, save it, dude. We got it. Stay humble because it could all be taken away at any point in your life. Do you want to address that before we move to her second bone?
I agree with all that.
Okay.
I agree with all. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
I thought I disagree because when you looked right at the camera and said, "I have money,"
it was about
a lot of it.
It was about the Soho House.
I'm good. Yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
I didn't know how else to say it.
Acknowledging that is hilarious because it's like, yeah,
that's a wild thing to say.
Great, man.
I'm rich,
yeah.
dude.
Let's put this in perspective.
I don't know how it's.
But I see what she's saying.
It's a shocking thing to hear.
Yes,
because you don't say that.
Yes,
and you shouldn't say
it's taboo. Yeah,
yeah, it's taboo.
Yeah. But
you go, dude, I'm rich.
In the context, I think that's hilarious.
She said, "We know, dude. We know." And in your words, save it. That's freaking hilarious. Listener of the week, Brooke. That's an unbelievable. Yeah, we got to stay humble because listen, it could all be taken away at any point in your life. You're telling me this, dude? I know, bro. I know. I've lived it. Yes, I'm well aware. But that is fair.
This is accountability.
That is fair.
Yeah.
We know. I'm rich, dude. We know. Dude. I'm going to say it all the time.
Yeah.
Dude. And then people are like, dude.
It's the next merch.
I'm rich, dude. Yeah.
Next merch is just
stellar.
I'm rich.
Stellar. All right, second bone.
Second bone. Please let Alex talk and also finish his sentences. Poor guy is constantly getting talked over and interrupted mid-sentence.
Dang. Am I?
I don't feel that way.
You don't?
No, I don't feel that way. But I appreciate you looking out for
people want to. People want to. Yeah, good looking out, bro.
Yeah,
people want to hear. Yeah, we just pipe in jokes.
Yeah.
Sometimes wouldn't you say that like we've talked off camera that like when there's guests, I feel like less pressure to carry it.
Right.
Speak more about that.
Yeah, there's more people contributing to the conversation. Like whenever we have guests on here, it's like just come and be a part of the convo and hang out. It's not like an interview. It's just
sometimes
come and hang out. And so it's another.
I'm interrupting why you said that. Yeah,
you asked me to explain it and then cut it off.
Yeah.
No, it's like just come in here and contribute. And so yeah, it's another voice.
Yeah,
we don't have to do as much lifting.
We don't have to. Yeah, I actually feel like sometimes whenever like I remember who was telling the story about so and I go, so how was it when your wife left you? I was just sitting on that joke. Corey Asbury.
Yes.
I was just
waiting.
And I was just like
pacing mentally.
Oh my, this joke.
That's hard. It's hard when you got one and it's like,
and you're just sitting on it. But it was
finished.
It was an easier, if people go, well, I just found your podcast, so go back and listen to the episode 1. I go, don't.
Yeah, don't.
Just no. Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
We're going forward.
Yeah.
Don't. Because it's, I would say we're better.
We've gotten a lot better.
A lot better.
For sure. Yeah.
All right. We'll do better. Yeah.
Thank you,
Brooke.
Brooke.
She can keep us in line.
We appreciate the accountability.
Yeah. Thanks, Brooke. We got one more email, right?
One more.
One or two.
One more.
Here we go.
This one's from Avery.
Okay.
This one is, hello, John and Alex. I love the show. I noticed in your ad read for Miracle Sheets, you talked about how people ask for recommendations from people they know, like for obscure things like sheets and mechanics. But in one episode, you roasted people on the internet for asking their friends on Facebook for recommendations for vacations. How am I supposed to ask for recommendations then? It's a tough sell, to say no one can ask about what to do via the internet, even if it's a flex. Please come to Virginia Beach. I'll bring my community group to see you.
Stellar ending.
Thanks, Avery. I love this.
But I feel like this is like
accountability.
My girlfriend does this.
Does what?
She just goes,
points out where you're wrong.
No, the mirror.
Oh yeah, she goes, yeah.
I'm not. I like. She goes, I love you.
Yeah,
but
you're saying these two things.
Yes, dude. She goes, no,
and they go against each other.
And that's true.
Yeah,
that's.
Yeah. So how do you do it?
I go. I'm annoyed by this, but also, I ask. So yeah. What did we talk about earlier in the show? Oh, the unfollows. I go, you should be allowed to.
Yep.
Because I'm allowed to.
Right.
So, but I put that on the internet, and if people go, no, we don't connect with this, then you go, oh, I'm the only guy.
I think it's a good example of you can ask, go for it. You can ask your audience, but like also we can make fun of you for it.
Yeah.
So
and
like,
you should be roasted for
however you want to get your recommendations, go for it. But also there's going to be some people who want to make fun of you for doing that.
And you have to
Two
be
things
like,
can be true.
Two things can be true. And I also have to be like, fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yes.
Both of these, I go, well,
yeah,
I got no rebuttal for these.
Little humble pie dessert on today's episode.
Like the what was I gonna say? I go, I want to post a carousel of my top 10 photos of 2022. I would like to do that.
Yep.
But I have roasted that. I have roasted that, especially like I went on a huge thing about like photo dumps.
Yeah.
I didn't like the word. Or like, hey, are we like your recycler for like, like get these photos out of here?
With a compost bin of content?
I don't want to be that.
Yeah.
Here's a photo, like just April dump. You're like, can you like put any thought into this?
Or at least rebrand it.
Any thought.
Just sounds terrible.
And but I was like, oh, this is annoying. And I made a huge viral TikTok about that. But then I wanted to do one.
Yeah. This podcast is going to be the death of you, dude.
Gosh, dude, it's like so introspective.
Yeah.
But I did it.
Yeah.
And because Lydia goes, just do it.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I think I have it muted or something. But.
Oh, dang it, dude. Well done, dude. That's just unbelievable. But hey, grateful to have everybody along.
Yeah, man.
2023.
New year.
I don't think I could be more excited about this pod.
Everyone's feeling really good. Everybody I talk to, I know I am for sure. Like,
and everyone, a lot of people listen to it.
Yep.
A lot of people on the road, in the airport, they come up to me and say, we love the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have a lot of guests, people that want to come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I was like bribe my friends. I was like, dude, I'll buy you some Chick-fil-A if you come on the pod. And now people are like, would they want to come on? I go, what? They do?
Yeah.
And we got a new studio maybe in the works.
Yep.
Maybe down the line. A lot of like there's a lot of people that have given an hour and 17 minutes of their day, and we don't disrespect that.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be taken away, like Brooke said. It could be taken away at any time.
That's right.
We value that. We'll prepare, and we'll keep showing up for you. And coming on tour, starting in February. I got 50. There's 50 shows currently on the books.
Nuts.
Which is whatever city you're in. Google John Crist, that city. I'm probably coming.
Yeah.
I'm probably coming.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cities.
Big ones, little ones, everywhere.
And if you like this podcast, you just say you love the live show.
Mm-hmm.
The live show is unstoppable. This is the best one I've had yet.
Awesome, man.
Net positive, baby. We'll see you next week.
Sure, it was a little weird, but on the net, it was a positive. It was a positive. You cannot be serious. On the net, it's a positive.